while. I said, you know what? Why not today? Why not do one today? So today I'm going to be making something very simple, which is oven style barbecue chicken. And then, you know, it's not really like a recipe kind of thing. I mean, we're just gonna chat while I do it. So I had 2 packs of chicken thighs, and then I had 1 pack of chicken legs. So I just opened those so you guys can see. So I just opened this up. So we're going to fill that with some water, and then I'm going to pour some vinegar in the water, and then some iodized salt in the water. So you don't have to use salt if you don't want to. I use this salt because it's another abrasive. I've been seeing a lot of videos that says you don't have to wash chicken, and I think that that's very weird that you don't have to wash chicken. I think it's super odd. So I'm definitely still gonna wash my chicken. Most definitely going to wash and clean the chicken. So the pieces, some of them are somewhat still unthawed, but not enough to say that I'm not gonna just go ahead and cook anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and I had everything soaking in cold water from early this morning. So I'm gonna get a small knife, like a paring knife. So paring knife. And then I also have a cutting board. I have a larger knife, which is this. That's what I'm gonna use to cut any excess fat off the chicken. And then I have like you can use a paper plate, use a plastic bag. I have a paper plate, but I'm going to use a plastic bag instead. So I just got a plain old public plastic bag, and then this is a produce bag so that it can go all in the garbage. Hey. So I know I haven't done a cook with me video in months, like months. Okay, so if I was making like brown stew chicken or fried chicken, I would leave the skin on, but because I am making barbecue chicken, I'm not gonna leave the skin on because it's gonna get soggy in the oven. So I'm just gonna start by taking all the skin off the chicken. Really, really easy. And that's another reason why I put the vinegar in the water too, so it takes a lot of that sliminess off. And then my dad told me, when we went to Jamaica, my dad was like, Crystal, when you're seasoning the meat, you need to rub it up. Stop just using a spoon. So I'm gonna make sure that I use my hands and rub up my meat because I'm more than certain he's going to be watching this video, if not a part of the conversation very shortly. So I'm just taking off the skin. If this was going on the grill, I wouldn't take the skin off because the skin can get nice and crispy. But because it's going in the oven, no skin. No skin, no skin, no skin. And you can use whatever parts of the chicken you want. I just so happen to take out chicken thighs and legs, which we eat a lot of. We don't really buy a lot of white meat. Like, we'll buy wings if we're making like buffalo wings, or if I have a pack of wings, I'll use it. So no real preference, but we don't really buy a lot of chicken breasts. It's not the juiciest part of the chicken, so. Let me make sure I have all the skin off, and then we'll start working on the fat. All right, so I have my cutting board here, And then I have my plastic bag. So what I'm doing, let me move this back a little bit. There we go. So I'm just gonna use my large knife, cut off a lot of the fat. I mean, you don't have to take all the fat off, you guys. Like, people try to take off a ton of the fat. So I'm just taking off as much as I can, but all that sitting here and literally taking off every bit of fat that's on the chicken, no. We're not doing that. For the legs, it's not really much to take off. I just take off any like membranes that I see. If I see any, well, that's another reason why I like to take the skin off too, because it sometimes have feathers like on the chicken. I hate to see it. Like, I hate to buy chicken wings from like a restaurant, like if we're getting like buffalo wings or something, and I still see, I was gonna say fur, I still see feathers on the chicken. I think that is ill. Like, how hard is it for you to remove the feathers? Hey, brown sugar. I don't know if I see grasshopper on here. The top one, son. Turn it the other way. There you go. So the legs are all clean. Those are done.
Hey. Let's go outside.
All right, so the legs are done. So now I'm just gonna work on the thighs, which, you know, the thighs have like the most fat on them, so. That's all. I'm not too picky. This wherever I see like a ton of fat. And I always look at it like, don't think of the fat as like a bad thing. It needs to have some form of juiciness to it. Like, it needs to have something. Like, some people, they don't want to see an ounce of fat. That means your chicken is dry as, you need to get chicken breast or something. You know the crazy part? I just got my nails done not even an hour ago. So when my dad was like, Crystal, you need to mix up the meat with your hand. I was like, Dad, I don't like the way it feels. Like, I don't like glue and all that stuff to touch my hands. Like, I don't like how it feels. So when he said that, I'm like, okay, I'll go back the other way, doing it the regular way. Because I'll use a spoon. But I also know that when you are seasoning chicken, you're also tenderizing the chicken by using your hand and seasoning the chicken as well, rubbing it up. So what that beep you just heard is the oven. The oven is already on. I have it set at 450. I'm not gonna be here all day making barbecue chicken. I'm sorry. So it's set at 450. And the good thing is we have gas ranges here. So all of our appliances are gas. And if I tell you that that is one of the best things ever discovered. So we've always had like electric ranges and stuff. And the light bill would be all $300-400 in the summertime, $400-500 in the summertime. Our light bill here is no more than $120. And that's in the summer. So could you imagine when it's nice and like cool outside, we don't have to have the AC on or we don't have to have the heat on, the light bill gonna be like $60. And we don't have solar paneling. That's not even a thing. Even the hot water heater is natural gas. And they're tankless. So we don't even use a ton of water. Well, we use more water. You know the crazy part? Our water bill is more than our light bill. I don't understand it. Our water bill costs more than our light bill. Usually electric is one of the highest expenses you have. All right, I think that's all of that. Okay, so now I have all the chicken cleaned up. I'm just gonna wash it once more. You can use more vinegar if you want. You can use salt if you want. I've already done that. So now I'm just washing it off. Okay, so call it OCD, but I also have this thing where I have to wash my hands before I can go season up the meat, even though I know I'm going to be seasoning up the meat. I have this thing where I have to wash my hand. I can't touch the seasoning bottle with meat hands, so I have to wash my hands. I don't know. It's a thing. Like you guys know, I can't touch my dog and then go touch something else. I have to wash my hands. Alex, Zandra. My children will hear me and ignore me, you know. Can you give me some napkin? Well, you didn't come. I didn't hear you. Thank you. Vinegar helps to tenderize the chicken. Okay, thank you, Deborah. What's for dinner? Oven baked barbecue chicken. You guys are so funny. Yeah, we're still waiting on grasshopper. But remember, Jamaica is also dealing with the storms right now. So current or electricity, Wi-Fi, that could be down as well. So that's probably why you might not see my dad, or grasshopper, or anybody else in Jamaica on here, unless they're in a part of the island that's not really affected. Virginia, thank you. So I'm glad that I don't feel bad, because I just feel like I can't touch the bottles. Like I cannot. Okay, so another reason why I also did not do cooking with me or cook with me in a long time is because we've been trying to locate into a permanent residence. So this is our permanent residence. Like we own our home now. So now I can feel good about cooking in my kitchen that won't change the background 7 times. So, what sides are you fixing with barbecue chicken? So I'm gonna make rice-a-roni and fresh green beans. All right, so for my seasonings, I'm going to be using some fresh garlic and some fresh ginger. So we have that. Okay. I have my spice grinder here. We're gonna use that as well. For the barbecue sauce, we're gonna use Sweet Baby Ray's. I love this barbecue sauce. Then we have some complete seasoning, some more garlic powder, some ground ginger powder, paprika. Of course, we have black pepper. I have the fresh pepper grinder, so I'm probably going to use this. The only reason why I'm hesitant to use it is because this is broken off. A lot of these things, you guys are the ones that got this for us during our housewarming. So I might just use this one so I don't have to crush up any peppercorn, and I'll just use this instead of this one. And then even in here, like my spice cabinet is like arranged properly. Like here's my Jamaica seasonings, the teas, seasonings in the bag, oils. I'm gonna use a little bit of coconut oil. You'll see why in a second. This is other seasonings. And then these two right here, shout out to my dad, Mooney. So we are working on a spice line where it's father-daughter. So we've come up with a name already. My father actually actually made these two. So this one is the pepper sauce, the one that has pepper. This one is the one that does not have pepper. They were full to the brim. I brought these from Jamaica. So we're calling it moon spice. So this is a pre-made spice that you are able to season your food with. It does not have a ton of salt, so you can still add salt and other seasonings, but it has a ton of ground spices in it that is gonna help to flavor your food. You can use it with any and everything, no matter if it's fried chicken, brown stew chicken, curry chicken, steak, shrimp, whatever. So I'm gonna be using my dad's famous moon spice. I'm gonna use the one that has pepper today, which when we say pepper, we mean like red pepper flakes, not like Scotch bonnet, okay? So we're gonna use the one that has pepper. As you guys can tell, I'm almost out. And then this is the one that's non-pepper, which I have more. Once I'm finished with the pepper one, then I'll finish out the non-pepper, and then we're gonna start production and make more. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and put my moon sauce on there. Is your chicken skinless? Yes, it is. So you guys can actually see the chicken right here. So I'm gonna put my moon sauce on here. The moon sauce also has a vinegar base. So it's made with a vinegar base. So it's gonna help to tenderize that chicken, as you guys just taught me. Okay, that's how much I have. I don't really have much. I'm kind of sick right now. So I'm gonna have to go and get the non-pepper version. Okay, so this is when it's full, you'll see, I'll show you what it looks like. It's a little more wet. So when it's full, you put some of that in there. Okay, so that's our moon spice. That's what it's called, moon spice. Moon spice. Yeah. No gloves today. My father said stop using gloves. Or no, I'm lying. He said if I want to use gloves, I can, but he encourages me to use my hands because he knows that I don't like using my hands. But for today, we're out of gloves, so I'll be using my hands. But they're nice and clean, so I'm not worried about it. All right, so I'm gonna use my automatic pepper grinder. These are fresh peppercorns. I had to put my finger here because this magically broke the other day. And actually, this was a gift from the housewarming, the online housewarming or virtual housewarming that we did. So I don't really want to throw it away, but I'm gonna have to buy another one. The moon spice is not available yet. All right, so you see it? It's like all you have to do is turn it over. That's it. Uh-oh. Okay, I think the battery is dying on it too. So this is battery operated. So it's grounding fresh peppercorns. And if I don't have this piece, it leaves like really huge chunks, which is fine, but you don't want them too big. So you see how it does? So all you gotta do is turn it over. I'm gonna get another one now, because I like the automatic one. I really do like that one. Okay, so I'm gonna also add some powder, garlic powder. And I forgot my onion powder. Okay, you guys are gonna say, oh my gosh, that's a lot of seasoning. No, it's not. Right now I have really no salt in here. So let me get some onion powder. This is my seasoning caddy. I forgot to show you guys. So this was also one of the housewarming gifts, the seasoning caddy. We have our Jamaican jerk. You guys know that one. Adobo. I'm looking for my onion powder. I'm wondering if I used it or I think I used all the onion powder, I don't have any. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna use a little bit of this too. Kitchen scissors don't really stay in our kitchen because we end up using it for everything else. So that's why we don't even have kitchen scissors. They become house scissors. All right, so I'm gonna add some paprika so you guys can see me season. Now remember, the moon spice already has a ton of seasoning packed in. That's why I'm being generous with some of the spices. Like the complete seasoning, I'm gonna be very generous with it. Well, not so generous. Let me say it the right way. Not so generous because it does have adobo in there. And I have a good amount of chicken. So when I say not so generous, that's what I mean. That's a small amount. And then for the ginger powder, I don't like the holes in this. They're too small for me. So I usually open it and put that in there. We like the taste of ginger in our food. We really do. All right, so what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna take this, and I also have fresh ginger, okay? So this is some fresh ginger. Okay, so I'm gonna put my fresh ginger in here, and then I also have some peeled garlic. I'm gonna use about that much peeled garlic. Even though it's going in the oven, you guys, I can still put fresh herbs or spices or aromatics in there, okay? So then what I'm gonna do, I like to start to mash them up first. I'm not gonna like mash it to a pulp, but this is definitely good to have at home. It really helps to open up your spices. Okay. All right, so this is a little bit of Scotch bonnet pepper sauce. Just a very small amount, you guys. So I'm gonna use my spoon just to have a little control. That is enough. You don't need a ton, okay? Our goal is not to like pepper the food. It's to add flavor to the food. That's really what we want, flavor. I'm gonna wash my spoon off because it does have the pepper sauce on it. I'm about to use this spoon for my coconut oil. Okay, so I'm gonna take some coconut oil. This is not fractionated. Fractionated means that it's in a liquid form already. So what the coconut oil is gonna do is to add a little bit of crispiness to the chicken. So you don't need a ton, just a little, nothing much. That was like a tablespoon and a half. Okay, so our chicken is here. Before I even start to mix my chicken, I'm gonna add a little bit of sweet baby rays. When I say a little bit, I say that's like maybe 2 tablespoons. This is not the barbecue sauce to actually sauce the chicken, you guys. This is just to help the flavor as it cooks or bakes. All right, let me find my baking dish. So we're gonna use this roaster pan. Okay, so we're gonna rinse that out. And because I do have coconut oil in here, I don't have to oil the bottom of my pan or spray it with any PAM, which is mainly another reason why I put coconut oil in here as well, so they don't stick together. So we're gonna take our clean hands and we're gonna go ahead and season up our meat or mix up our meat. It's for my family, you guys, so you don't have to eat it. So anybody who's concerned, oh well. So because I have the pepper sauce on the top, I'm gonna go ahead and use some chicken to move it around first. And then just want to make sure that every single piece gets seasoning. What I also like to do is take my paring knife and I will push a hole in my chicken legs just so the seasoning can like get to the bone. So I'll show you guys that in just a second. Okay, so well seasoned. Now, if you can let this sit and marinate, that's even better. But we're not doing that today. All right, so I'm gonna take my paring knife, and as I place my chicken, I just poke a little hole. Nothing fancy. Like, all this is gonna do is just, number one, help the chicken cook a lot faster, and number two, all of that juice and stuff will kind of get in there too. You don't have to do this though. This is not a game changer of any sort. For the chicken thighs, you don't really have to do much. You just set them down. So you guys see how the chicken is seasoned, and you can see the bits of ginger and garlic. Like these big hunky chunky chickens, definitely I puncture a hole in them, which I could have done before I even started seasoning them, but I didn't. Because I have so much chicken, I'm trying to make sure that I lay them out so everybody can fit. I have one more piece. Okay, so all of this right here is gonna also just go right into the pan. It's gonna spread it all over. No seasoning left behind. Okay, and then what you can do is add just a little bit of water to get all the seasonings out. And a little bit of water is not gonna kill the barbecue chicken, you guys, okay? It's not gonna hurt. If anything, it's just gonna keep it nice and moist to give the chicken time to like really cook through. Remember, it's gonna be in the oven, and the oven is gonna do what? Burn off all of this moisture. So all I'm gonna use it to do is just kind of pour it over the chicken, and that was excess seasoning, so. And then move the water so it sits at the bottom. Our food is well seasoned, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands. Is my dad on here? Daddy, I seasoned the chicken with my fingers. Ew, but I did it. And I used the moon spice on it. So you guys shout out my dad for the moon spice. Okay, good. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm going to put some foil paper over this now to allow it to cook through, and then, which you guys probably won't be on live with me as long, who knows. And then once it's kind of 3/4 of the way cooked, I'll take the foil paper off and let it like burn off all that excess water and all that stuff. All right, so we're gonna add 2 pieces of foil. My oven is already preheated. Okay, keep it nice and tight. All right, so this is gonna go into the oven over here. So the oven is at 450. I'm gonna set the timer for an hour, even though it might take longer than that, but we're gonna use an hour. All right, so in the meantime, I'm going to rinse those off, prepare my green beans and my rice-a-roni, and get that out of the way. Thank you. So it's 344 people on the live, so I need about 300 thumbs up. So if you haven't already thumbs up, go ahead, close your chat, and go and hit that thumbs up button that tells YouTube to rank me amongst all the other great creators and influencers. Can I post a printed recipe? I don't really have a printed recipe. I'd have to like make one. Is the kitchen bigger than your other kitchen? Absolutely. Way bigger. Way, way bigger. I'm gonna actually use that, so I'm gonna keep that. Much bigger, high ceiling. So yeah, much bigger. So I'm just gonna clean off the counter really quick. Yes, so my dad said, did you guys know that his grandkids told me about the sauce? So all three of my children were like, Grandpa's chicken is better than KFC. It was better than KFC and all this other stuff. I think my chicken is better than Grandpa's chicken. Alex! I know she hear me. Is my chicken better than Grandpa's chicken? Oh, you don't want to be truthful? You don't want to be truthful and say your mom's chicken is better than your grandpa's chicken?
No, Mommy.
Adriana, come here. Oh, you think you're going to get in trouble if you say no?
No.
Am I bothering you? Are you doing something important? Probably not. Bye-bye. All right, so is my chicken better than Grandpa's chicken? And you better say yes. Whose chicken is better?
Depends on what type of chicken you're talking about, Mom.
Fried chicken. Whose chicken is better? Mine's or Grandpa's? And I remember I paid the tuition for school. Whose chicken is better? What you say? I can't hear you. You said Mommy?
Yes.
Okay, good. She said Grandpa. She said Grandpa. You're horrible. She quick, she's like, Grandpa. Grandpa. All right, so let me get a pot. Green beans. Green beans rice are up.
This is for dressing.
It's still wet. That's his stuff in the dryer?
This one.
Take them out and clean out the thing.
Okay. Do I put them back in, Mom?
Yeah. And put it on air dry.
Okay.
Alright, so we're gonna use this pot for the rice-a-roni. We're gonna use this pot for the beans. So we just have one bag of beans. I mean, I don't really have to cut them off, but it's a little faster. So all I'm doing is taking off any, some of them I can just break. These beans are about to go, so that's another reason why I'm like, let me use these today instead of wasting food, because I see that I actually got these during the week. I don't know how these can go rancid so quickly, but they are. No, my dad's chicken is good. I ain't gonna lie. I've heard great things. I taught him how to make it, you know. So it's okay. Thank you. Did I ever catch the mouse? It caught itself. It ended up eating some type of one of the poisons that they put down, and then one day we woke up. The kids woke me up and said, "There's a mouse in the bathroom." And it was dead. Trust me. Like it was dead. So he caught himself. What?
There is no air dry.
Time dry.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad I made these today. Instead of letting them go bad. So we're gonna make some garlic green beans. Thank you guys. I actually changed the handles on the cabinets as well. So someone else during the housewarming, the virtual housewarming, one of the items on there was also the handles, these. So I had these and I had those on there. So I changed all the handles in the kitchen to gold. And then all of the utensils, like the decor, is gold. And then the floor mats are blue and gold. So it's still kind of like a working process though. So I have my little fall decor. I'll show you guys. I went to Goodwill and I also repurposed some vases that I had and made them into the kitchen island decor. And then these over here, that was another housewarming gift. That was a housewarming gift. Everything you really see in here was all a part of the virtual housewarming from you guys. So we are super thankful. We're very grateful, humbly grateful, because you guys didn't have to do that and you did. So we're very, very thankful. Really, we were able to get all of the items that we needed to decorate the kitchen without having to actually buy anything. Like all of the steamer over there, like that's all of the electronics there. There's some stuff that I haven't even opened yet because I've just been super lazy. So, but most of the decor came from the housewarming. We still have some items on the list, and I still have the link in the description. So if anybody wants to go on there, you're welcome to. But mostly we got everything we asked for. Almost. Thank you, Deborah. I've been watching you a while, never commented, but support. I love to see how God's favor is upon you and your family. Continue growing. Thank you. Yes, Daddy, I taught you well. I taught my dad how to cook, you know. Until he had a daughter, he didn't really know how to cook. He knew how to make pancakes. All right. So I actually don't even need this big old pot, but it's okay. I'm going to use it anyway. So I'm just going to rinse off my beans. Because these were super dirty. back, baby. Come back. Okay. So I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna do this. Okay, so we have our beans. So I'm going to use my little paper plate here, and I'm gonna put my beans on this paper plate because we are going to season our pot first. And I'll show you guys how we're gonna do that, how we're gonna season these beans. And everybody does it different, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so what I have here is I have 1 white onion, I have a bell pepper, I have some green onion, and I have some garlic. So our beans are nice and washed, so we're gonna put those over there. Our pot is gonna come over here. I'm gonna use the back burner because all the burners are a different size. I don't know who was thinking that way, but they did, okay? I'm gonna use one of my cutting boards, another gift. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut my onion in half. And then I'm gonna cut this in half because I don't need that much onion. Okay, so we're gonna use 1/4 of the onion. That is funny because all my dad knew how to make was pancakes too. I know, y'all. I love my dad. If you guys don't know, I am a daddy's girl. I love my mother to death too. Don't get me wrong. I love my mother to death. Like, I think me and my mother probably don't get along as much because I am her and she is me and we are each other. But I love my mother. Like, but I am a daddy's girl. I'm a true daddy's girl. Okay, so we use paper plates here. We have real plates, but we like paper plates because you throw them away. Okay, so for my garlic, I'm just gonna smash it. I like a lot of garlic. They are garlic green beans, so garlic is kind of required. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my onion that just kind of fell apart. I'm just gonna kind of cut it in half. You know what? You're not gonna cut off my finger today. And then this is not helping me either because it's just scraping around. Just a scrape and I burn up my eye because I cut the top off. How you keep onions from burning your eyes, don't cut the top off. But I cut the top off, so now it's gonna burn my eye. You can make your onions as big or as little as you want. There's no right or wrong way. I just kind of make them chunky. We're gonna sweat them out anyway. Can't wait to finish. I don't know why I cut the top off these onions, boy. Y'all have to go over here. Y'all don't have to go over there. You have to wash this off. I should not have cut the top off, but I did. Boy. Soak them in water. Yeah, I could have did that too. All right, so I'm gonna take just a small piece of red bell pepper. You don't have to use this if you don't want to. I'm gonna use just a small piece. Remember, you're seasoning your food. Okay, it doesn't hurt. And I'm just gonna kind of dice. Or give it a rough chop. This is not really a dice, but a rough chop. I nearly cut off my finger just now. You see what being sporty gets you? All right, and then lastly, I'm gonna take 1 spring onion, green onion, scallion, whatever you want to call it, you can call it. And I'm not gonna actually cut that one up. So you'll see what I'm gonna do with it in just a moment. I'm gonna cut it in two, like such. Okay, I mean, you can take your spoon and beat it, or you can just mash it with the knife. I don't want to cut this up. I just want to open up the flavor. That is it. Okay, good. So we have our seasonings. I'm going to go ahead and wash this off because I'm not going to need this again. We don't need our knives any longer, so then put it there and move that back. All right, so we're gonna come over here to the stove. Let me see. I have to figure out how to get you guys high enough so that you can be in the pot. This is another gift. I haven't opened it yet because I don't need it just yet. All right, so we have our pot here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the stove. See, so gas stove. My kids did not put these things back right. Okay, so we have our stove there. I'm not going to use coconut oil. I'm going to use butter. So we're going to use some Kerrygold butter. Okay, so I'm going to let the water come out of here, and then we're going to use the Kerrygold butter. In the meantime, let me see. I'm waiting on this non-stop since 5 this morning. Also, if you have a paper towel when cutting, yeah. I really like your channel. Hey, Brazil. All right, so we're gonna use Kerrygold butter. I stopped buying it in the little tub and start buying it in this big one here because we don't have to be fancy. Just cut the thing undone. So I'm just letting all the water come out. I like the gas stove. I like the gas stove, the hood range. I like that way better than the electric stove. The food tastes so different. All right, so we're gonna put the butter in there. Okay, so our butter is in there. This was also another set of gifts that we got. So you guys kind of get to see some of the gifts. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that start to melt. My stove is on high, but I'm using the smaller burner, which I could possibly use the larger one too. You know what? I think I'm gonna use the larger one. No, yeah, I'm gonna use the larger burner. So we're gonna switch it to the larger burner, and then I'm gonna bring you guys over on this side. Because the larger burner, I'm able to sweat my stuff faster, and then I can switch it back over there so I can make my rice-a-roni. Okay, so these are silicone, by the way. The stove is on high, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop in my aromatics. Okay. And just let that start to sweat. We're gonna get some, oh yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I forgot I put it back on. Crushed black pepper. I know I'm gonna have to replace this. Okay, and then some pink Himalayan salt. So it's supposed to light up like this, but that one I think had a malfunction. So, okay, so we have some pink Himalayan salt. We're sweating our onions and our garlic. This is gonna season up our beans. So you don't have to sweat it all the way down, because remember, your beans are not cooked. So we're gonna put the beans in here while it's doing that. And we're gonna start to sweat the beans. And then we're gonna add a little bit of chicken bouillon. We'll use some chicken stock and then put the beans in the pot. All right, so we have our, I use this one, better than bouillon. Okay. So we're gonna put that in there. I'm also gonna go ahead and start boiling some water. I don't need the water to be boiled, I just want it to be hot. This too was one of the items from our registry. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and toss in the beans. So we're gonna put these in there. They are not cooked. So the beans are not cooked, you guys. Ooh, that's what me on higher. It's so high, the thing is like going around the house. All right, so we're just gonna let this sweat a little bit. We put our bouillon in here. Bouillon is just seasoning, you guys. So we have salt, pepper, bouillon. Okay, so I'm just mixing it around. And then I'm going to take my pot cover. I think the girl's putting them in the right place. All right, so we're gonna take our pot cover and we're just gonna cover that and let it make its own little bit of water. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and on this pot, start warming it. So we're just gonna let all the water dissipate from there. Get my rice-a-roni ready. I make my rice-a-roni slightly different. I don't follow the directions to the T, but I somewhat follow the directions. So while this is steaming and I'm letting the water boil, we're just letting all of the water dissipate from this, and then we're gonna also get our Kerrygold butter. Okay, so the beans are sweating. We're gonna turn our fire back up just a little bit. Okay, so our beans are sweating, and then we're just warming our frying pan over there. So we're gonna switch places in just a minute. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the hot water, and then this will start to, you can actually cook it just like this too, but I'm gonna add just a little bit of water to kind of help steam the beans. Okay, so we have hot water. All right, so now we're gonna switch them over. So we're gonna turn that down to low heat and let that just simmer for the beans. This is our pot for our rice-a-roni, which we need butter. So we do follow that part of the recipe. So I'm gonna take some butter. I'm actually gonna use the same spoon, you guys, so that part doesn't even matter. I'm gonna turn my stove down. I like Kerrygold butter because it browns. It's grass-fed butter. Okay, so it's gonna let that melt out. And then we're gonna pour our rice-a-roni in there. And then we have our hot water already, so we're gonna use our hot water with this as well. So what I'm doing, if you've never made rice-a-roni, basically you know you're browning the noodles and the rice. You're not making it super dark, you're just toasting it. That's how I get it to brown faster. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and take my packs of seasoning. Now, I feel like this is a lot of seasoning, so I actually only use one. That's kind of where my recipe changes. So I take a measuring cup, glass measuring cup. I pour my seasoning in there. I don't like excessively seasoned. Yeah, I just think it's just too much. Even though you're doing 2 boxes, that doesn't mean you have to use so much. This is really going, so we're gonna turn that down. So you start noticing that the little brown bits are going. So this is my last one here. My last time spreading it out and letting it do its thing. And then I'm gonna take my hot water to kind of pre-mix my rice-a-roni, same spoon. I'm just mixing it over this so that it doesn't like spill. All right, so once you start seeing them brown like that, I'm done. So we're gonna turn the stove down to medium. I'm gonna take my pre-mixed seasoning. Of course, that's not enough. So I like to cover it to the top with hot water. Mix it nice and good. Make sure everything is nice and mixed, everything's covered. Make sure I don't have nothing left on my spoon. So these 2 pots use the same top, so I'm gonna have to use a different top. But what I'm gonna do is go ahead and turn my stove down to low or medium low. Let me stir up my beans. Beans are going. I'll show you guys in just a second. All right, so we're gonna get a pot cover for that. I think this one will fit. Yes, it does. That goes to another set of pots, but it fits. So this is going to go on and simmer. You really shouldn't make rice with a spoon, but because it's rice-a-roni, I use the spoon anyway. It's gonna draw down. So as you can tell, it starts to draw down quickly. So that's another reason why I turn it down to like medium low, somewhat low. And then our beans. Can you guys see our beans? There's our beans there. So they're just slow simmering. Uh-oh, there we go. Okay. Also in the kitchen washing dishes, being those dirty dishes. Oh my gosh. Some people still in church listening to church announcements start smelling your barbecue chicken in their mouth, still ordering because the cooking smells so good. Thank you. Hey, Grasshopper. Sitting here watching and making myself mad because I can't eat until my procedure tomorrow, but in my mind, I'm sitting at your table. You guys are funny. Doesn't it suck when you have all these procedures that you have to like, you can't eat anything? All right, so our beans are almost super tender, right? So we don't like them to be like runny. Like you want it to be slightly al dente. I'll say a couple more minutes. And some salt. Okay, so the beans will be done in a couple minutes. The rice-a-roni, the water's drying down way too quick. So I'm going to add a little bit more water and this seasoning that I have here. Okay, that's good. So now it can cook well. We're done with our butter. We're done with the rice-a-roni. plate there. So we're done with all of this. You're starving? All right, so I'm gonna put this stuff away because we don't really need any of these. Our chicken's been in the oven 30 minutes, so we're gonna check our chicken. Huh? 1 second, guys. Okay, guys, I'm gonna put this stuff away. And we are gonna get something to drink. So we have our barbecue sauce, which I'm going to cook the barbecue sauce now because we're gonna use it on our chicken. But let's go ahead and check our chicken. But before I check our chicken, we're gonna go ahead and take a little swig break. Okay, Crystal got that. Okay, so we're gonna get a little swig glass. So we have our little glass. This came from Carrabba's. It's sangria in a box. It's actually really good. And then all I do is turn it back up. The kids know not to play with this stuff, so. Sangria. Okay. So let's go ahead and check on our chicken. Ooh. Chicken smells so good. Definitely is gonna be in here for a little bit. It's not done, it's not anywhere near cooked, but you guys can kind of see what it's looking like. So we won't make the barbecue sauce just yet, but that's what it looks like right now. I'm gonna go ahead and put my foil paper back on. Let that go ahead and cook for the next 26 minutes, and then we'll take the foil off because by that point the chicken will become cooked. Thank you. Hey, G Hughes. Let's check on our rice-a-roni. Oh, you guys haven't seen Cash and Prince in years. Say hello, guys. Isn't Cash? Cash has gotten so big. Hey, boy. Hey, my boy. And then Prince. You know, Prince has always been a star. Yeah, he sat down when I said, you're a star. That boy's a star. Here, I'll put you guys here so you can see. Can you back off my phone? Don't do that. Look at Prince. Look. Can you chill? Why is your ears wet? Why are your ears wet? No, no, no. All right, go lay down. Thank you, sir. All right, boy. Here's Cash. Say hi. Say hello. You see how short his legs is? He's a micro. He's a baby. No, Cash is over a year old, but he's not gonna get any bigger than this. Go lay down, sir. Thank you. All right, so I gotta wash my hands now because I can't just touch dogs. Can't do it. Wash my hand. I don't care what anyone says. The moment I touch the dogs, I can touch nothing more. Okay? I must wash my hands. Must. So they're both American bullies. Prince is 2 years old. Cash is 1 year old. Prince is shorter than a pocket, but he's still a micro. Cash is a true show dog micro. We're actually selling Cash, so if anybody's interested, we're selling Cash. Oh, and you guys, I forgot, here's the next one where you guys can see, this is Christian's area. So this is one of you also gotten his bathroom decor. So he's a gamer. So his whole bathroom is gamer. So everything gamer. His walls, everything gamer. His bed sheets, you guys got that as well. His rug, his wall. He got his Trinity flag over there. So still decorating. All right, so I'm gonna turn off this light. All right, let's check on our rice-a-roni. A San Francisco treat. All right, so it's drawing down nicely, so I'm gonna get a fork. And we're gonna use our fork sorry for scraping you guys, but this is to fluff it up. And we're gonna definitely turn this down to low. Is it low? It is. And then we're gonna turn off our beans because our beans are cooked. Okay, so all we did was fluff up our rice so that any uncooked rice can get steamed. So we'll go ahead and cover that back up. And then our beans are definitely done. So our beans are done. So what I'm gonna do, because we don't need all of this, we don't want the beans kind of like sitting in the butter. So I'm going to pour off some of that butter. Okay, so our beans are done. The stove is off, the beans are done. We're not gonna throw this away because if the rice-a-roni gets to a point where I still need to add any moisture, I can add this. I can also use this, which I'm gonna use this to mix with our barbecue sauce for our chicken. That's how you get flavorful water. You mix your waters from other things as long as it's a mixable water. Because it's already well seasoned. It already has the onions, it already has the green onions, it has all of that. So that works. This is on simmer, like super low, super low simmer. And then our chicken is going. Let's put these back. So we're gonna use that water from the beans and mix it with our barbecue sauce when it's time. So in the meantime, we are gonna go ahead and go into the office and we'll do some Q&A. So if you guys have any hair care questions, get them ready because we're gonna do a little bit of Q&A. And I will give you guys a coupon code so that you can shop your products today, for anyone who is a part of the Q&A. Before we do that, let's go check out what these little girls are doing. What you girls sit on? You can't see?
No.
Where's the glasses?
I can't. I think they're in my locker at school.
I want you guys to see her. You see where she is? And look where the TV is.
I can't.
If I can do this, y'all see where she is? Oh, look at, can I show you her wall? Is it okay? So her sister and her put up their LED lights. This is Alex's room. That's her Narashi people
That is not
poster.
nice.
What is it called?
It's
Oh, here it goes, the Narashi people. So Alex is the one, she likes all of the decor. She's a Harry Potter fan. Look at her beautiful bed. The bed also has lights, but she never plugs it in. So they put lights around the trim of all of their rooms. That's her little library. That's our Harry Potter cloak. She's not really Gryffindor, you know, but it's okay.
I am. Adriana's not actually Gryffindor. She's trying to tell everyone she is.
Okay, so let's go check out Adriana. Your room better clean. How about that? What's that little girl there? So here's Adriana, all tucked up in her little bed. Are your lights on? No, they're out. You gonna turn them on? Under your bed? Okay, well, this is Adriana's room. These were some curtains that were also sent on the housewarming. It's okay, honey. Don't worry. It's okay. Also, her little pictures. Okay, she's gonna turn on her little lights. See, she has their little lights. And then this is Christian's room. No, I'm just playing. This is Christian's game room. So he has a foosball table that he doesn't actually play. This is where he sits and plays the game. Very odd. But this is his little game room. Thank you. So we have 15 minutes on the barbecue chicken. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the rice-a-roni because it is, I think it's thoroughly done. So it's cooked. It's cooked. Yeah, it's cooked. And then our beans, which I showed you guys the beans, but I'll show you again. So that's our beans. Those are done. This right here, I don't know. I think this is one of the beans. Oh, it is, yeah. All right, so that's our beans. And then our chicken is in the oven. So we have 14 minutes left, which I know for certain it's gonna need more than 14 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the timer for 30 more minutes. Just to make it 30. By time 30 minutes, it should be done. So we're gonna go ahead and do some Q&A. Let's go. So this is my office. So I no longer have to use a bedroom as an office. It was actually, the house was actually built with an office and 2 recreation rooms. So Junie has his man cave upstairs, like a whole man cave, bathroom, everything. And then we have our bedrooms. Everybody has their bedrooms. Christian has his room. And God blessed us to find something so amazing that's less than 10 years old. So I'm super grateful, super duper grateful. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about body care, because you guys know we did the body care sale, where we are revamping the entire site. So brand new formulas, products, everything except for our Jamaican turmeric line, which, so we have some new items that we'll be adding to the Jamaican turmeric line. So we have the Jamaican turmeric Radiant Glow Body Oil. This body oil is for skin brightening. So the whole Jamaican turmeric line is a skin brightening, not lightening, skin brightening line. And then we have the Jamaican, turmeric Radiant Glow Body Oil is made with infused turmeric oil. So that's something. Then we also have our Jamaican turmeric body scrub. That also is the star of our turmeric oil. It's 100% natural infused turmeric oil. Then we have the Jamaican turmeric body butter. So the body butter is going to be a lot thicker now. So it coats the skin, but it's a non-greasy formula, non-greasy. Then we have our Delicate collection. You said the screen is frozen? Is the screen still frozen? Can you guys see me? If you can see me, put a 1. If you guys can see me, put a 1 in the chat for me, please. Thank you. Okay. So we have a collection also coming out called Delicate. Delicate is for those of you that have eczema or sensitive skin. You're dealing with skin conditions that require real finesse. So we have a collection that's called Delicate. So we have our Delicate Oatmeal and Honey Body Scrub. So the Delicate Oatmeal and Honey Body Scrub. We have the Delicate Oatmeal and Honey Body Butter. And then we have the Oatmeal Milk and Honey Body Soap. So there's a soap as well for the Delicate collection. Okay, and then our last well, 2 more. We already have our Dark Spot collection, which we're also revamping. So the orange soaps are not going away at all. Those soaps are here to stay. That line is actually being added to. So we'll have a carrot oil, which is a carrot body oil. It's great for blemishes, dark spots, that kind of thing. And then we have our antioxidant, anti-aging line. So it's called Luscious. So we have the Luscious line, or the Luscious collection, and it's called Luscious Blueberry Anti-Aging and Antioxidant Rich Body Scrub. So that collection is called Luscious. Everything is blueberry. So we have infused blueberry oil in all of the products. There's actual blueberry seeds in the scrub. That one is, that's why it's called Luscious. And it smells like blueberries, but it's not an overpowering blueberry smell. So we have the Luscious Blueberry Anti-Aging and Antioxidant Rich Body Scrub. We have the Luscious Blueberry Anti-Aging and Antioxidant Rich Body Oil, which is made with infused blueberry oil. And then for our yoni, so you guys know that we've always been a part of the yoni world when it comes onto vaginal health. So that collection is actually being changed. Before it used to be called Goddess. Now we have a new collection. It's called Pretty V, like pretty vagina. So Pretty V Yoni Wash. That one is infused with chamomile extract, aloe vera, rose water. So that is the Pretty V Yoni Wash. We have the Pretty V Yoni Oil, and then we have the Pretty V Yoni Scrub, which is a foaming soap scrub. So you'll be able to cleanse the yaja and also exfoliate the yaja. Pack, if you close your YouTube and come back in, it should unfreeze. So what we're working on right now, and then of course with our Dark Spot collection, that collection is infused with papaya and carrot oil. If you guys don't know, papaya oils and carrot oil is great for skin lightening and brightening at the same time, but more for skin lightening and removing or diminishing of blemishes. All right, so if you guys want to go ahead and start typing in your hair care questions, I'm going to give you guys a code that you guys can use to get 40% off today while we are doing the Q&A. So let me give you guys the code, and you'll be able to get 40% off. Any of the products that I recommend, you'll be able to get 40% off. So for those of you where you're saying that it's freezing or anything, if you close your YouTube and come back in, it'll stop the freezing. Sometimes it's your signal, other times it's mine. But we're gonna go ahead and do a Q&A. I'm just making a Q&A code for you guys. The code does not work on bundle kits, so we already know that. Cook 40. So the code is COOK40, COOK 40. So COOK40. Are your products sulfur free? So all of our shampoos are sulfate free. All of our shampoos are sulfate free. So the code to save 40% off today is COOK40. 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 I am adding all of the items in the sale right now, so you guys are able to take advantage of anything that I have hold on, you guys. Okay, thank you, Octavia. Yes, the code is COOK40. I'm adding all of the items that can be used. It can't be on any bundle kits, and it doesn't work on any of the actual tools, but it works on all of the individual products. So it'll give you 40% off. And also all of the classes, it'll give you 40% off. So any classes, any ebooks, it'll take 40% off of those as well. The t-shirts, all of the moist repair, all of the Empress collection, the planners, all of that will take 40% off. So you guys will be able to shop any products that I recommend, which I'm just trying to finish it up right now. Okay. I think that's everything. And the code is only good for today. So it ends tonight at midnight. All right, so let's go ahead and you guys can ask any of your hair care questions. I'm just gonna do Q&A as the food cooks. Let me go back because I saw some of you actually ask some questions earlier. I just want to tell you, Crystal, thank you for sharing your knowledge about hair. I listened to you and learned so much that my natural hair for me and all my daughters are healthy and longer. Thank you, Karen. Thank you so much for being on YouTube, and you inspire me as a licensed cosmetologist. Thank you, Nicole, and thank you for watching me. I know it's very complicated sometimes for us to support each other as stylists. So just to hear that from another stylist is humbling, very humbling. Our hair is long and healthy. When we go to the hairdresser, they can handle our hair with care. We bring in your brand and they use it with no issues because they see the growth. Wow, that's good. That's good. We did answer the question about the products being sulfate free. Janelle. Thank you, Linda. Hey, Linda. Janelle, is wearing a wig between appointments bad for low porosity hair? No, because you're doing it in moderation. I mean, I wear wigs whenever needed. I'm not a 100% wig wearer every single day, but I wear it when needed. When did you say the stimulating tool is going to be released? So it's actually on its way. I haven't gotten notification that it has arrived just yet. Once it arrives, we'll start the launching and marketing of it, and we'll have a date. I don't want to put a date out because I don't know when it will arrive. Which website is 40% off? The hair care website is 40% off. The body care website, we only have the Yoni Wash available on the body care website. The Soothe and Balance, thank you, Linda. The Soothe and Balance is an amazing product. KC, good afternoon all. I have 4C natural hair. I'm currently using the Repair and Restore line. I wanted to know if I can use the Moist Repair line along with the Repair and Restore as well. Absolutely, Casey. You can cocktail either together and make it work for you where you're doing a 2-in-1, or you can alternate. I always recommend having at least 2 different forms of treatment. So if you're repairing on one wash day, you can moisturize on the other, or you can mix together. So absolutely. What would you recommend for lightening dark marks? So Lillian, our dark spot correction collection will be back very soon. That has the soaps, the facial serum. That is what you'll be able to use for your lightening of dark marks. Thank you for showing the dogs. My daughter just asked for them literally less than 10 minutes ago. Really? No, they're still here. They're still panting to death as usual. Do you ship to the UK? So Letitia, we actually have a UK distributor that is Olive. So if you go to our website, elitehaircareusa.com, on the menu, you'll see it says authorized distributors. That will take you to UK. If you are in Canada, our Canada distributor is Brown Sugar, also known as Julian. You guys will always hear me say either or. She's actually on the live right now. She is in control of Canada. 2 questions for an order. I'm 60 years old, needing something for my face, and also my hair is pepper salt. I need something to pop my gray and soften my hair, plus my curls. So Deborah, the moisture collection would be great for you. You can also use our Moist Me 24 karat mask. We are revamping our body care products right now, so those will be releasing very, very soon. And then you'll be able to get some good products for your skin and your face. Also, anything that you guys hear me recommend today, you can use code COOK40, COOK40, and that'll give you 40% off all of our hair care products. How to wear hair, hold on, you guys. You guys hold on 1 second for me. I am going to go back to WB. You're the next question that I'm going to answer. So you guys go ahead and type your questions in the chat. Let me type something really, really quickly. I'm coming, you guys. I'm typing. 1 second. All right, I'm done. All right, so let me go back. WB, how to wear hair during an ugly phase? That is a tricky question. My back and sides were shaved down and are growing out. I don't want to wear wigs and weaves all the time. Any suggestions on how to wear my hair? So the ugly phase is just a complicated space to be in, WB. Let me explain it to you now. It is one of the most uncomfortable phases because nothing lasts. That's number one. And your hair really has no style. You're kind of stuck between Betty Boop and a pixie cut, right? So, I mean, I honestly would say you'll probably have to do your hair at least once a week. You'll still mold it in between the phase. And then if you do tighter curls around the sides and the back, and you do a more like a pin curl kind of shape where they just lay like C's, they'll start laying a little more flat, and it'll take a lot of the weight off of your head in the meantime. But it's just kind of like, it's a very complicated space to be in. It's not easy. Not easy at all. Not easy at all. I used the Sooth and Balance mask alone before I found out I had to mix it, and it works amazing. Octavia, you can use the Sooth and Balance by itself. I just call it a cocktailing line. It's a cocktailing line. It's something that you can pair with other products in our line where you don't have to use it as a standalone. Do you know if inflammation of the scalp cause hair to thin and shed? If so, what can I do to help with this issue? Inflammation can cause stagnant growth. It can cause thinning. It can cause shedding. It can cause soreness or redness in the scalp. It's so many different things that inflammation can do. There's some doctors out there that believe taking an ibuprofen a day will help reduce the inflammation, but as we know, every action has an adverse reaction, right? So if you do too much ibuprofen to reduce the inflammation in the body, it can internally damage the liver or the kidney. So a lot of like zinc-based products like our Sooth and Balance, that helps to reduce inflammation. This is not a quick overnight process though. So inflammation is something that you kind of have to handle over time. Now, if you're dealing with something where you're taking like prednisone or steroids, that will also cause a lot of inflammation, a lot of water retention. You can try to use like water pills. I'm not a doctor, by the way, so I'm just giving like ideas. You can try water pills to remove a lot of the inflammation in the body because we know inflammation has a lot to do with swelling and water. But other than that, you know, the zinc, like the Sooth and Balance, helps to reduce a lot of inflammation over time, but this is a long-term thing. And then the term inflammation in the scalp is not something that's easy to take away, because if you have inflammation in your scalp, that means that you have inflammation somewhere else in the body. You're dealing with something else. So you need to find the underlying issue first. Is there any way to stop graying? Burnt rice? No, ma'am. But you can go and you can check out our class that we have on our Elite Hair Care page, where it's about gray hair. It teaches you about gray hair, how to care for gray hair, products that are best for gray hair, color correction in gray hair, all of that stuff. And it's 40% off if you use code COOK40. COOK, COOK 40. Janelle, question, can you give me any advice for straight natural? I currently use the Hydra Leave-In and Frizz Serum and love them. Thanks so much for the free 99, LOL, appreciate it. So your question is, can you give me any advice for straight natural? Like, what, can you be a little more specific, Janelle? So you guys know when I do Q&A, I need a little more specifics because I can't kind of like guess, right? So give me a little more specifics when you say advice for straight natural. What is it that you're trying to achieve? What is your question? Like, what is your goal? What is your end result? I can't get on the page. Can you help? I need something for thinning hair. I'm 62. So Clarice, our website is elitehaircareusa.com. It's also in the description box of this live, where you can go and just click it and it'll take you to the website. For thinning hair, you can use our Hair Repair and Restore collection. That is a great collection for hair thinning. Also our hair, skin, and nail vitamins, which is the Goddess Growth Gummies. That is amazing for hair thinning. The Goddess Hair Repair Serum, it is infused with garlic oil, onion oil, niacin, biotin, zinc. That is absolutely amazing for thinning hair because it helps to alleviate all the ailments at the scalp level. When will business classes be available? Can't wait to take your classes. So Marvelous, our business classes start October. You can register as of right now. The link is also in the description box. P. Davis, I just love all the products I buy. They work so well. Thank you, P. Thank you, Crystal, for answering my question. I live in California and the water out here is hard. What you can also get is a purifier. So if you go to the store, like the Brita, the ones that you will attach to your sink, those soften your water. They help to remove the minerals. It's not just for drinking. It can also be used for your hair, right? So you can go and get one of those Brita water softener, water filtration things, and that will help. That will definitely help. We're going to go back in the kitchen in just a second. Crystal, give me the website again, please. My moderators, Grasshopper, just put it in the chat right here, elitehaircareusa.com, and she also put the code so they can help you guys with that. What are the products I can use for damaged hair and growth? Lillian, you can use our Repair Me Illuminating Mask. That's specific for repair. The Hair Repair and Restore collection, specific for repair. What is a good hair balm for dry and brittle hair? Our Goddess Hair Repair and Growth Balm. We have our Goddess Hair Repair and Growth Balm. How are you? I thought of you yesterday. Watch one of your videos. YouTube really needing you down here in North Carolina to help my hair. Send you my email. Send me a phone number. So Sarah, I don't actually do phone talks like that. I don't have enough time in a day sometimes, but you can definitely book a consultation. I invite you to book a consultation. I have 2 different consultations available, what service to book, and then also the one-on-one hair consultation that's about 30 minutes. So if you go to elitehaircareusa.com, it'll take you to my booking site where you're able to book a consult. How to keep it as healthy as possible, moisture protein balance. So Janelle, you need to know what your porosity is first. So if you don't know what your porosity is, you don't know anything about porosity, we have a class on, which is a class that you can watch and replay as much as you want. It's available on elitehaircareusa.com, and it's going to teach you all about hair porosity. And then once you find out your porosity, you can also sign on for the specific porosity class. And that class tells you how to manage and care for your hair based on your porosity. That is the most important part. I've been wearing braids, weaves, and now I just wigs because the weave is so itchy. My hair is super dry and weak. What can I do? Patricia, you have to slow down on the wigs. You're dehydrating your hair. So what I would suggest is in between you wearing your wig, which you should be taking it off every day or every other day, okay? On your wash day, you need to be doing some intense hydration and alternate between hydration, which is the moist repair, and the hair repair system. You can even use the Empress collection, which is a strengthening system. That's great as well. Do you have hair and nails that are not gummy? Not any longer, Deirdre. Now we only do the gummy form. Someone wanted to know if the protein treatment can be done along with the Shine Booster conditioner. So yes, it can, but the way you're going to do it is different. So you're going to do the Elite Repair RX treat first. After that, then you can use the Shine Booster treatment as your hydration treatment after the protein. And you'll just replace, instead of using the Elite Repair RX Hydrate, you'll just use the Shine Booster because it is a conditioning treatment. High porosity. Okay, thanks again. So high porosity, the Empress collection or the Hair Repair and Restore collection will work for you, Janelle. All right, so we're gonna go into the kitchen because I have to make a little bit of cheese sauce and some nachos. And we're also gonna check on our chicken. So let's go and go into our pantry here. So the pantry as well is severely organized, right? So this was also one of the housewarming gifts you guys gave us. So we got organizing bins. So all of the kids' snacks and stuff are here. All our drinks are there, cereals. These are our sauces and such, which I'm about to make some cheese sauce. We have all of our pastas down there, seasoning packs, noodles, cans, all of this stuff. We have our oils here. So these are the different oils that we use. Peanut oil, the vinegar is also there. This is also peanut oil for frying, vegetable oil. We now only drink alkaline water here. We do not drink tap water or spring water. We use alkaline 88 water, which is full of electrolytes. So that's what we drink in regards to the water. And then you guys know Junie is a huge Bucks fan. So I'm about to make some salsa and cheese for him. All right. I'm gonna answer your questions. Someone wanted to know, okay, I did that one. I'll answer your questions in just a second, you guys. Let me get myself prepared to make some cheese sauce. Which the cheese sauce is actually already made, you guys. I just kind of warm it because it tastes better warm. So I'm gonna turn that on. And I actually use, if anyone knows what these are, I use this for my cheese. Super cute. If anyone knows who gave me these, just go ahead and shout her out if you know who gave me this. If anyone knows. I bet it was Grasshopper. Absolutely. Grasshopper has super style. Yes, that is who gave it to me. All right, so I am just thinning down my cheese sauce here. So this cheese sauce is really good. So all I do is, you can use milk or water. I'll just use a little bit of water. Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna pour that in there. This is gonna kind of thin down our cheese sauce. And then I add a little bit of pepper. And a small amount of salt. Okay. And then I just kind of mix it. And our oven is beeping, so I'm gonna go check on it in just a moment, which I know the chicken is not done, but I'm gonna go ahead and check on that, and then we're gonna make our barbecue sauce. So I'm gonna let this just bubble for a second. Thank you, Trine. So we're gonna use our little pot here. So I have two. We have two here. So this is the second one. So I have two of them. So this one is where I put my oil, which I actually don't really use, but I just saw this thing on Amazon that solidifies oil so you're not throwing it into your sink, which I'm gonna order. Okay, so this is done. So I'm gonna go ahead and stir this up. See, so it's nice and cheesy. Good for presentation. And I'll put it in my little plate here. So if I didn't use the other green one, then I could put it in here, but I did use it. So I just put this in here like that. So he has his Buck's chips. It's Buck's Day, you guys. And then he has his cheese sauce. And I'm gonna pour him something to drink. So we're gonna pour a little bit of water. All right, so we're gonna bring this. I'm just going to take this out. He also likes this salsa. I don't take this one out because he never finishes this one, so I leave it in here. So I just kind of put it in there so he has both. But the cheese sauce has to be nice and hot. So I'll be right back. Can you put my stuff in the dryer? Can you do that for me, Alex? Once you put the stuff in the dryer, put my clothes in the washing machine, please. All right. So let's check out our chicken here, which it smells done for the most part. I can smell the ginger. So we're gonna take this top off. Okay, so this is our chicken. You guys see that? The chicken looks amazing. But guess what we're gonna have to do now because it has made a ton of oil. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it out. Okay, because it's cooked. But we want barbecue chicken, right? We don't want oil chicken. So what I'm gonna do is get a, well, you know what? We're gonna make this work for us. This piece of foil that we have here, I'm gonna use that to my advantage for just a moment. Okay, so I'm going to get my tongs. All right, so I'm gonna use my tongs because I know my chicken is done. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is take my chicken and I'm just gonna set it on this piece of foil temporarily. I'll tell you why I'm doing it this way. Number one, I'm gonna go ahead and get all of the aromatics out of here, all of the oil. So the chicken is thoroughly cooked. It's definitely cooked. Definitely cooked. And I'm gonna taste a small piece. So this is our chicken. It's definitely done. So it took us about an hour and a half. Well, hour and 15 minutes is what it was in the oven at 450. So it's definitely done. Okay, and then we have all of this juice in here. There was a small piece. I'm gonna try this piece to see. So it has a little bit of spice to it, which is good. So I am going to use this pan right here. A cheap pan, nothing fancy. I'm gonna move our chicken over there. It has a kick to it, which is nice. I love spice. So I'm gonna use that and I'm going to pour all that juice in there. Okay, we're not gonna throw this away just yet because we're gonna use some of this juice for our barbecue sauce along with our green beans juice. Now, the reason why I'm not gonna use all of that juice is because it has the ginger in it, and there's enough ginger flavoring in the chicken, so I don't need to add ginger barbecue sauce with it too. The chicken already has the ginger flavor. We don't need any more ginger flavor. So I'm gonna use the green bean sauce to kind of tone down and thin out our barbecue sauce. Okay, so I'm just putting the chicken back in here. I'm not gonna put it in the oven yet, okay? Because it's cooked, it's thoroughly cooked. All right, so we're gonna just leave that there for a second. What we're gonna do is come over here and we are gonna use a pot. Don't mind the burn marks. When you have children who can't cook, let them do. Well, I'm sure you guys want to be on this side, so I'll put you guys on this side so you can see really what I'm doing. I'm going to turn on my stove here on high. Okay, that's the little burn marks you guys see there. So we have our Sweet Baby Ray's. This is the honey barbecue sauce. If you know anything about barbecue sauce that says honey flavored, it has not one, it has like a drop of honey in it. So we're definitely gonna add some honey to it. Okay, so we have some local hive honey. I'm gonna let this water dissipate. We're not gonna add any butter or anything like that because remember, we still have our water from our green beans that already has butter, onions, red bell pepper, green onions in it. So we're gonna use this to flavor and thin out our sauce. So I'm just gonna let this water dissipate first. We won't have to add any seasoning. The most we'll add is some black pepper. That's really it. And then I have my, these big old tools. They got them over here. That drives me nuts. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put in our green bean water. We're gonna put in our honey. It's about 2 tablespoons-ish. Then we're gonna take our Sweet Baby Ray's. I might not even have to put any of that other sauce in there. And then if you guys know, anybody that knows, most ethnic families, we leave nothing for chance, right? Nothing. We leave nothing behind. And when I say nothing, I mean nothing. Oh, no. Let me do it over here. Okay. So we're going to put that there. Now, if anybody knows what I just did, you know why I just did it. So I'm not going to add any more liquid. I'm just going to go ahead and just get every drop out of my bottle here. We're going to leave nothing behind. No sauce left behind. Not a drop. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this tablespoon and just take a little bit of this sauce from our chicken. Okay, so I did 2 tablespoons of chicken. That's gonna drive me nuts stirring it with that. So I'm gonna use my fork. You can use a whisk too. That's your choice. I'm using a spoon and a fork just to kind of mix it really, really well. And I'm not putting the sauce on the chicken cold. I'm gonna put it on the chicken hot. So we've combined our chicken. Let's see. That's good. That's good, that's good. We're gonna let that get nice and warm. And then we have our brush. These we don't need anymore. I'm actually not even gonna add black pepper to this because I don't really need to. And then as soon as I see it start to go, it's ready. I'm gonna answer you guys' hair care questions in just a minute. So I see it's starting to bubble around the edge. I'm just gonna let it start bubbling right here in the middle, and then I'm gonna take it off. So I'm not cooking the barbecue sauce. I'm more warming the barbecue sauce because you don't want to put it on the chicken cold, and then your sauce starts to separate because you added that green bean water. I think after this stir we should be all right. Yeah. Is the Intense Moisture one, is the Moist Me shampoo available? Yes. The Moist Me, the repair, hair repair, restore, Empress Collection, all of those are available. All right, this is good. All of those are available. Okay, so we have our sauce. It's warm. Let me pour some. So I'm gonna show you guys a little trick that I use. So I'm gonna turn the oven to broil high. Okay, so I'm gonna use the broiler because I'm gonna use the broiler to caramelize or crystallize the first layer of the barbecue sauce. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn them over. And that's another reason why it was important to remove a lot of that liquid, because you don't want to boil the chicken. The chicken is cooked. Now you want to add your sauce. Am I Trini or Jamaican? So my family is Jamaican, but my partner, my life partner, my biggest headache on the planet is Trinidadian. So my son is Trinidadian, Jamaican American. My daughters are Jamaican American. I am Jamaican American, or Jamaican, whichever one you want to use. But my mother and father is Jamaican. And Junie is Trinidadian. So for this first sauce, I'm gonna put it in the oven on broil. You guys know broil can burn. Broil burns chicken. It burns anything you put in there. But I'm gonna put it in there just like this on broil. So it's already on. I'm not gonna leave the kitchen because the last time I did that, it burned up the chicken. So while it's broiling for the next couple minutes, we're just gonna clean up our area here. We'll plate. You guys ready to eat? Well, nobody not ready to eat. So I'm gonna plate Junie's plate. So you guys can see the finished product. I'm gonna leave this out because I need that. So I'm just putting these things away. Let's see if our chicken is ready to caramelize it. No. So I'll set a timer for 5 minutes. Because knowing me, you got to know yourself. Okay? I'm the type where I will walk off, go in the office, and chicken burned up. Christian! You want popcorn? You want popcorn? Or you want your dinner? Popcorn? So in the meantime, between time, I'm gonna make my son a snack because they're watching their football. I learned the other day that our microwave, when you pop popcorn, you have to raise it because it's also a convection oven. So I learned this is how you have to do it. Oh, you're lying. Okay. I just cracked the nail already. Oh, jeez. Just got my nails done and I broke one already. But I have nail glue in the office. Guess what I'm gonna do? Who can take a wild guess what I'm about to go do until this lady can fix my nail later on? I'm about to put that bad baby on just like that. I don't business. See? So it's not even been a minute yet. It's already going. All right, see, our chicken has caramelized with the first layer of sauce, so this is the last layer of sauce. So now this side is gonna caramelize, but this is also still gonna be our last layer of sauce. Because remember, broil only does the top of the chicken. So whatever is facing the broiler is what it broils. So we end up using all of the sauce. So I'm gonna leave that back and show you guys what I'm gonna do with that. This thing is hot. So this is gonna go back into the oven for about 3 minutes and then it is all done. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm gonna do with this. Because guess what? Nobody wants dry food, right? You want dry food? I don't want dry food. So guess what we're gonna do now? This little bit of sauce that's left here. Wait. You have to use everything to your advantage. I'm gonna take some chicken stock. That sauce is going, okay? So we're over here. I'm gonna take this chicken stock. And we're gonna make that into a baby sauce for our rice and beans, just in case they want some sauce. So it's like super thin, super thin. Use everything, leave nothing behind. Christian's popcorn is done. So I'm gonna give him this and he'll get a Kool-Aid jammer. All right. Thank you. All right, so our sauce, if they want any for the chicken, see, it's just a little sauce, honey. All it is the same barbecue sauce. Nobody don't want no dry food. We don't eat dry food. All right, so our chicken is done. Let's take it out. As soon as I take the stuff out, I always put back whatever was in the oven before. So this is our chicken. It's hot. Don't burn me. Our chicken is done. So we have our barbecue chicken, rice-a-roni, and green beans. So I'm gonna go ahead and plate a plate, which that's Junie's plate anyway. So I'm gonna plate his plate now, and it goes in the microwave. And then when the kids are ready for dinner, which they said they're not yet, I will plate theirs. Okay, so plate. We have our green beans. Our rice-a-roni. All right, so we're gonna put our green beans here. We got our rice-a-roni. Nice Shelly. And the clumps of rice. So, I always see them do this thing where they pack the rice in and make it nice and like, so we're gonna try it. So I'm gonna take a little measuring cup here. And we're gonna put our rice in there and pack it in. He doesn't eat a lot of rice, so 1 scoop of rice is actually good for him. So we're gonna pack that bad baby in there. He eats more veggies than rice, but I know he's gonna want some rice around me. So I'm gonna pack that in there. I don't know if it's gonna stay, but we'll see. Hey, it stayed. Nice. So we don't need that. Then we got our green beans. So we're gonna take our green beans. I'm gonna take some of these green onions off. Put our green beans right there. The kids only eat a little bit of green beans, so I already know he's gonna eat most. We got our green beans. I'm gonna go ahead and take out our chicken. So I always make sure to give him the larger pieces of chicken. Even though it shouldn't touch the brim of the plate, it's gonna touch. He's a man, so he needs a lot of food. All right, that's his. And then we'll take some of our little sauce here. There you go. So we got green beans, barbecue chicken, and rice-a-roni. Let me stop dancing before I toss the plate. Thank you guys. So you guys basically got to cook with me for the entire day. So this goes in the microwave. So we got our barbecue, we got our green beans, we got our rice-a-roni and sauce. So that will go in the microwave. I'm gonna let this cool before I throw it out. And then the rest of our chicken, I got my foil paper that I use. I'm just gonna use this to cover the rest. The kids are not ready to eat, so this will just go on the stove. So we're just gonna put this over here on the stove. All right. Food is done. So the oven, it makes this sound until it cools down, and then that air thing stops. So that's all done. Butter, chicken, rice, and greens. That sounds good. All right, so let's go back to the Q&A. Dinner is done. So I try to keep my drink on this because I don't like the water to touch anything. Thank you. Ooh. Let me see if I missed anything. Okay. Will y'all be evacuating for the hurricane? Oh, no. No. I've been in Florida 32 odd years. I ain't going nowhere. I know what I am going to do, though. I'm going to call the homeowners insurance company on Monday because I think I still owe them $650 out of about $8,000. Make sure I pay them their $650 so you can't give me no explanation because I'm not paying for no roof, no wall. I'm not paying for nothing. So I'm going to make sure you get your $650. I'm paid for the year. Is the sangria sweet? Yes, it's a little too sweet, so now it's watered down. It's a little sweet in that box. I don't like excessively sweet, so now it's watered down. Is there any way to prevent postpartum shedding? No. That's hormonal shedding. There's nothing you can really do about hormonal shedding because it's internal. Your body still has to regulate the fact that something has happened. You've had a life-changing experience and your body has gone through a life-changing experience. So that's your body's way of basically starting over, getting you back to normal. But I'm gonna look a piece of nail. Let's see. I just got my nails done today. I'll call her tomorrow or Tuesday. Tell her ask that one pop. But baby, this nail going on my finger right here. You see this right here? Y'all see that? I just got these done today. And I think I know why it broke because she left them super thin. I don't know what the hell is going on my finger. Just like that. Hold on. No, hold on. Don't have no care on this planet. Upon that. All of it don't stay. I tried. Come on. Hey! It's okay. Hold on. Guess what I got? Tweezers. That bitch won't stay. So I let it dry a little bit, and then I'll reinforce it. Thank you. It is still, it don't feel like it wants to stay. That's that cheap glue. I should have got the super crackhead glue that they be using at the nail salon. Sure. Okay, it's sticking now. Sure. You guys can type your hair care questions. I'll answer them in just a moment. I'm just trying to hoodwink a little thing here, you know? Mm-hmm. Don't move, girl. Stay there and dry. And then I'm gonna go under the nail and put some more. I found that your hair follicle is still intact and not dead. Biotin really works. It definitely helps to grow the hair back, don't you think? To an extent, if it's scarred, ain't nothing you can really do. Is it best to trim your hair wet or dry? Does it matter? It's kind of the preference of the stylist. I like to trim the hair dry. I have more control when it's dry. I have more control when it's dry. Okay, it didn't work. Forget it. Huh. I'm like determined to make this work, you know. I just can't be walking around with a like broken finger. You guys know like how you guys are with hair. That's how I am with my nails. I have acrylic too, you know. I could actually do acrylic on it. I have some acrylic, but it's not gonna be white. It's gonna be like clear. I don't really know how to do acrylic either, so I would kind of not be doing the right thing. It is rough though. How do the double ordering work? What do you mean? I don't understand, Deborah, when you say double ordering. What does that mean? Hey, Lucille. Thank you. It's not staying. It's not like drying. It's the glue. So the second email download is not coming through. Let me see. I can go back and see who placed the order for that. Genevieve. Okay, Grace. Let me find Grace here. View product. Digital attachment. If you're ordering bundles, Deborah, it's not gonna work. It says not delivered. There's no digital attachments. Resend download email. Okay, Grasshopper, check your email. I just resent the download email, so let's see. And then Genevieve. There's a couple of you on here that it says it's on. Okay, that one says delivered. Genevieve, I just sent yours again. Resend. And then there was someone from yesterday. I don't know why it's not doing it though. find this odd. Yolanda, resend. Okay, those were resent. So you should have received it now. 2 products each, Deborah. Oh, wait, Deborah, you have to type in the code though, babe. It's not automatic. So type in the code cook40. You have to actually type the code in. It's not an automatic code. The downloads are there. I'm looking at it. Grace, I'm looking at the download. It's on there. Let me say something. This order has no digital attachments. View in your admin. Hold on, Genevieve. I'm trying to figure it out myself. Hold on, Grace. Let me see what's this. Let me see what and why. Nothing? Okay, I got an idea. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm going to do. Wait a second. Add an attachment. Delete. Okay. Medium high porosity. Upload a file. Deborah, so you can't use two different discounts. So if you're trying to use that discount where it's giving you like bulk price, then you can't use the other discount code. It doesn't work with both. You can only use one. So I don't know why it wouldn't like give you both. I had to figure that part out. That was another reason why I didn't like that subscription thing where it gives you like more than one product, because I feel like it was something that I didn't like about it. I think that was one of the things that I didn't actually like about that. Okay, so I did add a download. I just put a new one. Settings. You can download it as many times as you want. You know what? I can't see it. Let me put it on my laptop. I'm going to solve this mystery. Cook40 doesn't matter if it has the caps or not. I'm logging on my laptop. Maybe I'll see something different than from my cell phone. Hey, Morocco. Okay, so we're going to go to products, active, how to care for medium high porosity. I'm solving this mystery today. All right, digital attachment. This thing's still wet. We're gonna delete this one, okay. And then I'm gonna upload the new one, how to care for. Let me let that one download and see if it will send it. Yeah, this thing is not drying. So just okay. Orders. No problem. I don't understand why it's saying that it has no digital attachment. That's odd. Is it best to trim the hair press or after blowout? I prefer it to be pressed all the way out, 100%. I'm not sure what is going on here. You're cooking. Thank you so much. Can't help loving these. Thank you. Let me see if I do this, if it's going to make a difference. Y'all hear this? Oh, can y'all hear? Can y'all hear Judy in there cussing about the stupid football game? Grace Genevieve, I'm gonna mark you two as fulfilled and see what happens. Okay. And then I'm gonna go back over here. Porosity, low, medium. The crazy part is it's saying that there were no orders, but there were. You just got a link? Okay, if you just got a link, let me see. Tell me if it gives you the what's something new? The class. Tell me if it gives you the class. Okay, I see yours, Genevieve. So Grace, what did you buy? Wait a second. You buy the same class. Shipping not required. Grace, did you get yours? Tell me if you got yours. You should have. Okay, well, we've figured out that mystery, hopefully. Okay, you got it. Good. Okay, good. Perfect. 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 All right, so I was actually working on placing product order. Remind me tomorrow. Placing product orders because we're still working on the body care, but I needed to get some herbs. So our yoni oil will actually contain dried herbs. So that is what we're working on now. So I'm getting the raw herbs for the yoni oil. I need the lavender fragrance pieces. Do you have any videos on cranioprosthesis installs? No, I don't. No, I don't. I do not. Hibiscus. So the yoni oil actually has hibiscus flowers. It has lavender. It also has rosebuds. That's in the actual oil. So all of our oils actually have these different flowers in them. It doesn't really say like how much you get. So we have that, and we have rosebuds. So that's kind of where we are, like working on that stuff. So very infused oil on purpose. Definitely. It's free of a JJ. So you don't really want to like, you want it to have like wholehearted products in it. Specifically because it's going on your vajayjay. You don't really want to not have like good stuff. And jasmine flowers. It also has jasmine flowers. I had to think of it. Jasmine. I'm not on vacation. I wish I was. I sure wish I was, honey. So all of our oils will have infused, either infused fruit, not infused fruit, dried fruit or dried herbs in them. Specifically because we want our stuff to like, all of our oils to have actual meaning to them. So not just because like it's just like an oil. No, we want it to have like actual meaning, actual use, beneficial to what it is that that product is for. So that's why we're working so hard on our body care line and making it even better. So now a lot of our products will come in boxes. This is the new delicate soap. I cut this one in half, but this is the delicate soap where it's honey, oats, and milk. Okay, so this is called the delicate soap. It's this color. I cut this one in half because I use half of it in the shower. I kept the other half so that I could kind of show it to you guys. but this is the Delicate Soap. Whew. I love the way it smells. It smells so good. Like so good. You know what I mean? Yeah. 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 You guys just know that I'm cuckoo. I'm going to restock on the hair serum alone with the leave-in conditioner soon. You go ahead. You go, girl. You do what you have to do. Zip folder is giving me a problem with opening it. I tried several times, cannot open. Genevieve. So here's what we're gonna do. I am going to send you a Zoom link, Genevieve, and I'm gonna have you, are you on your computer or on a cell phone trying to open the file? Are you on your computer or a cell phone? Because I want to get down to the bottom of this. Tell me if you're on a computer or a phone. You're on a computer. Okay, so Genevieve, I am going to send you a Zoom link, and I'm gonna have you share your screen with me. Why am I not seeing you on here? Am I in the wrong company? No, I'm not. Okay, I'm in the right place. Am I crazy? What's your order number, Genevieve? Can you tell me your order number? No, don't even worry about it. Nope, don't worry. I'll find it. Folder not opening for real. Why is this? Okay. Just hold for a moment. Customers. I don't know what is wrong with this. Young blood. I know your last name. Genevieve. Okay, so Grasshopper, you got it. Okay, so Genevieve, I'm gonna send you copy. Is there a reason why I can't get your email? Select all, copy. All right, so Zoom. Go to your email, Genevieve, and you will receive a code right now. Meetings. Send invitation to email. Paste. All right, check your email. You should see a link in your email, and I'm going to have you share your screen with me so I can help you get this done. It is a lie. I don't even know what my own, I'm sending out codes like, so I'm like, what is wrong with this? It says, thank you for your purchase. Here's your download, but there's no download. Yolanda, I'm going to help you in just a moment. I think I'm going to have to uninstall and reinstall that app. That app getting on my nerve. And it was giving me no trouble. I'm wondering if it's telling me that I need to pay for something. Mail. Sent. Join a meeting. So we're going to get down to the bottom of this so that everybody will have join with computer audio connected. Thank you, Christ. Obey Christ. Genevieve. Hey, girl. Hey. She's connecting her audio. Hi. You're on mute. You have to unmute yourself. Can you hear me? Hello? I can't hear you. Okay, I can see you, but I still can't hear anything. I'm not recording this. I don't need to record this. I can't hear you though. All right, so let's come on over here. I think. Okay, but I need to be able to hear you. I can't hear you. Because I won't be able to know what you're doing when you're doing it. I need to hear you. So if you go, okay, so if you go to the left bottom corner, you'll see where it says mute. Give me a head nod if you see that. Okay, so there's a little arrow right next to it. And you're gonna select your microphone and select your speaker. And it should be on your laptop. So it should be set to whatever you're using. Do you have your computer set on mute? So look at your computer. If you're using a Mac, there's a mute button in the top. Okay, so if you're using a Windows, then it could be on mute too. No mute? Come back out. So end the meeting and come back in. Crystal, which is better for my high porosity hair? Nefertiti, strengthening hair potion, or goddess hair repair serum? The strengthening potion is better. It's lightweight. All right, so unmute. Let me see. I still can't hear anything from you. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, we're gonna just try to work with it this way. So what I want you to do is I want you to hit that button that says share screen. And when you hit share screen, it's gonna ask you if you want to choose a specific screen. You're gonna choose the screen for that email that says your downloads are here, and we're gonna start from there. How many days can you exfoliate your private area? Every day if you want. You see the share your screen button? Okay, so look at your YouTube. So look at the device you're looking at for YouTube, right? You can see me. You can see my screen, right? Okay, do you see anything down here on yours? Yes? So there should be a button that says share screen and it has like a little arrow. Okay, so you're gonna click that button, and when you click that button, it's gonna bring up something like that, and you're gonna choose the screen that has the item that we are trying to open. I wonder if it's multiple preferences. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, who can share? I know why. Hold on. Who can start sharing when someone else is sharing? All right, try now. It still won't let you share? You're so dope. I've never seen a YouTuber engage with their subscribers in this way. Oh, thank you. I actually try not to engage so much, but I'm doing it anyway. Oh man, let me plug in this phone because it's about to die. Host disable participant screen share. No, I did not. Multiple people can share simultaneously. Advanced settings. Dual monitors recommended. Who can share? All participants. So it should allow you to now. It's doing the same thing still. Give me a head nod. You don't have to type it. Yeah, still the same thing. Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna make this work. Hold on. Trust. Oh. All right, so I'm gonna turn you guys this way for a second. Hold on 1 second. I am going to go and I'm going to interpret myself. I'm gonna make an order for myself. Create an order. So I wanna see. The Wi-Fi here really sucks. Real bad. I'm coming. All right, so I'm gonna put the low porosity class. This thing moving so slow. Every time I click on my robot comes up. That's something that Zoom does though. I don't know how to do. Hold on, guys. It won't help that my internet is like super slow. Like crawl speed. Collections. Okay. Medium porosity, low porosity. Add those. I'm making an order for myself and then I'll share my screen. I have no patience. Okay. Oh. Collect payment, mark paid in full. All right, almost done. And then I can find my way over here. Gmail. I'm coming. Any other time I have no trouble finding out if I did something. I don't know what one. That's what stressed me out. One little task. I'm sorry, y'all. Thank you, Barbara. Sorry, you guys, my aggravation has kicked in. Classes. Yes. Yes. What? I'm doing something right now. You have to give me a second.
Okay.
All right, so I got my order. Don't switch. Come over here. Let's get over there. Okay, here we are. Finally, after so much energy. All right, I'm gonna turn you guys around. So when you guys place your order, there should be your order receipt, which is right there, right? So let me zoom in. So you'll have your order receipt, okay? Then a second email would come almost instant right behind it. And it says your downloads are ready. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go to Zoom and I'm going to share my screen. So I'm gonna share my screen and we're gonna go over here to this one and share. Okay. So you should receive the emails back to back. Okay. It may take a second or whichever, but the email should almost come immediately. And then when you click this, it should look just like this, where it says, thank you for your purchase, here are your downloads. So I have the low porosity class and then I have the high porosity class, and then it gives me the file for each. So I'm gonna go ahead and download this one. Now I'm using a Mac. It might be slightly different because I am using a Mac. But for a Windows, it should bring up a page on the Elite Hair Care website that looks just like this. Then you click download now. If you're using Chrome or Safari or any one of those outside of Windows, which is Explorer, I think, the download is gonna come up here in the corner. If you're using Chrome, the download is gonna come down here in the corner, right? And then it's gonna download up here, which I'm waiting for it, so I'll give it a second. Technically, it's supposed to be a picture right here, but we're not gonna worry about that right now. And then of course it's downloading at super slow speed. So let me go over here. Genevieve, can you pull your camera down just a little bit? Because I can't see your head to see if you're nodding or not. Okay, so do you get to a screen that looks like this? Give me a head nod, yes or no. Do you, when you press that link in the email, it comes to this? Yes, okay. So then it downloads on your computer, right? Yes, okay. So I'm gonna download it now and I'm gonna see what it does, if it downloads anytime soon. Hey, Sonia. Okay, it's almost done. So the reason why it's a zip file is because there's 3 files inside that folder. One is a video, and then you have 2 other files, right? So that part downloads for you, right? Yes, okay, good. All right, so as soon as this finishes, then I'm gonna open it. So can you type in the chat and tell me where it's giving you the error? What did not open? Tell me what didn't open. You can type it in the Zoom chat, I can see it. So it should open on Windows, of course. Sharing is paused. Bring your share window to the front. I am sharing. Resume share. Share that. Okay. So you get to this place here where you see 1, 2, and 3. Yes. Okay. Genevieve, either of the files. I will go back and re-download it again. Okay. So when you get here, you should have all three of these files. So none of these three open at all? No. Okay, so I'm gonna say, yes, delete the file that you already have. Go and delete that one first. Grasshopper, I think every time I click watch recording, okay, that's different. That's a different situation. So when you go here, this should open a file that looks like this, and it gives you how to access the class. Then you're gonna copy, click here, and then it will take you to Zoom, where Zoom is gonna ask you for the password, where it's not gonna ask me because it's my Zoom, but it should take you here where it asks you for the password, which I know you can't see it because I had to stop sharing. So go ahead and delete the first file and then download it again from that email. Well, no, it doesn't matter if it's a Mac because the file is going to work across the board. It's just a compressed zip file. So the files are an MP4, a PD, and two PDF. Well, an MP4, a PDF, and a second PDF. So it doesn't matter what you're using; they're going to open the same way. I'm using a Mac, so it's doing it in the Mac format. But it's going to reconfigure for whatever you're using, whether it be a tablet, a cell phone, anything. And then there's a video in there too. So the video is also, the purpose of the video is to kind of basically show you how to access from here. Not saying, I know you've already saw this part, but that's the reason why it's a zip file, because we want you to have access to the video that's gonna break down exactly how to do it. And I did it from my cell phone, just to kind of give an idea, because I found that there was a lot of confusion when it got to this part. But I know you got past this part. So let's see what the new download gives you. All right, downloading again. Perfect. Perfect. I look crazy. Is it still downloading? Yes, okay. Yes, girl, her curls are popping. Yes, they are. In the meantime, you guys, if you have any haircut questions, you can type them in the chat. I'll answer them while we're getting this download going. Still downloading? Okay. Is it over halfway done? The hair steamer is awesome. That is one of the best tools that I've ever had. Thanks, Pack. Grasshoppers is still doing the same thing for you too? Window cannot complete. Let me think. Okay, I got an idea. Hold on. Let me see if I can add files here. I don't know how. What's that? Microsoft SharePoint, Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox. Trying to think. I'm trying to think. Give me a second. I'm thinking. Stop the recording. Participants, apps. Let's see what this do. I don't really use Dropbox. I'm gonna see if it will let me do something. Oh, hold on. Her computer may not be compatible to the file. Maybe. Well, it should be because it's just regular PDFs. It's not. Grasshopper. So it seems that you two are the only two having this issue. So here's what I'm going to do. I didn't that damn Dropbox. I don't really use OneDrive either. I don't know if that's gonna let me do much of anything. All right, so please don't require me to log into something because this is dumb if it does. I just want to share a file. That's really all I want to do. I don't really want to do anything else except you know, I hate stupid stuff like this. It's cool. I got that one. I'm gonna send it to you via email and I'm gonna see if that one let me see, Grace Barnes and Genevieve. I don't know what it is for you guys, but Genevieve. Select all, copy. Go to your email. I'm gonna see if it will allow me to attach this in this fashion. Let's by porosity, high porosity. All right, check your email. There should be a file in your email, at least one. I guess it just kind of depends because the zip folders aren't really an issue. I don't see the zip folder as the issue. But I think that video in the zip folder might be too big. It might be a part of it. Okay, did you receive an email? It should have just come. Oh, not yet. What I thought. No, not yet. Okay, give it a second. Okay, it just went. Check it now. It should be there now. Grasshopper, yours should be there now too. Until we can figure out why some people are getting them and some people are not. I'm not sure. Okay, so go ahead, click the attachment, copy the password, click the access here link. All right, both of you try so I can just make sure that you both have access to it. Whew, I'm about to go eat dinner as soon as I'm done. I've been on here 201 minutes. That's 3 hours and 21 minutes. That's a long time. Did it work? Okay, so go back to the download to that page. Under where the link is, it says password, and you have to copy that password right there. So it's on the actual attachment on the file itself. So under where it says click here to access, you'll see the password. Copy it, don't paste it. I mean, copy it, don't type it. I said copy it, don't paste it. Copy it, don't type it. And then go back to the Zoom and enter the password. Grasshopper, I don't know which browser you're using. So if you're using Mozilla or somebody, use a different browser. That should kind of stop that problem. Use a different browser. So start over. Don't use that same browser. So if you copy the web page before you close out that browser, yes, go back to Zoom, Genevieve. Grasshopper, before you close the browser, copy the web page and then go to another browser, like a different platform, Chrome or somebody else. So when you click the link on that attachment where you just got the password, it's going to take you to Zoom. Yes, and it's asking you for a password, right? Thank you, Tanetta. I'm about to get off myself. I'm just making sure that everybody can get on and get what they need. Is it normal for temples to grow in slower? Just shaved, started from the beginning? Yeah, I mean, hair can grow at any rate. All right, so I'm looking at myself, so I'm gonna close this out because we don't really need that anymore. Stop converting. Stop. Okay. Well, I am gonna go ahead and jump off. Genevieve, Grasshopper, if you still have an issue, just let me know. We'll try to work through it. Grace, try to use a different browser. So just copy the web page that it opens for Zoom, even though it's asking you to jump to tell them that you're not a robot. And then go to a different browser, like a different platform, whether it be Chrome or Mozilla or somebody else, and then do it from there. It might be because you're still using the same Windows. You have pronounced my name correct on the first time. Tanetta. Bye, Pack. All right, guys. I am going to, okay, we'll let you know. Okay, no problem. Genevieve, let me know what happens. You can reply to the email. I'll try to assist you the best I can from there. It should work just fine, though. So all you need is the password, and go back and click the access file link from that PDF that I sent you, and you'll be able to get into the class. And that link lasts forever. As long as the class is still available on the platform, you can watch it as many times as you want. All right, you guys, I love everybody. Thank you guys for staying on with me for the 3 hours of cooking with me today. You guys are awesome, of course, as usual. Don't forget, if you use code COOK40, COOK40, you'll save 40% off any order on EliteHairCareUSA.com today only. It ends at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. But I will see everybody later, and everybody have a good remaining Sunday. Peace.